Look at that mound of clothing. Welcome back in for a huge thrift haul. You and me are gonna be going through every single brand I have in this mound of clothing. This is the volume 3 that I'm putting on of these thrift hauls. So if you're new to reselling or you are a reseller, I watch these videos all the time. I've been doing this for 8 years. These are the brands you're gonna be looking out for. This is 2025. These are what I'm picking up. I'm gonna tell you how much I'm paying for these items, how much I think I'll sell these items for, and I'm also going to talk later in this video about how I made a ton more money in 2024, how it's free because I'm writing it off right now. I'll give you a little clue, it's nifty. More on that later in the video. Get yourself a notepad, get you something to drink and a snack because these are the videos that you can watch for free and write down the brands that are selling. Do you need to pay for a course? No. Can you? Yes. But you can also watch videos like this and learn all the brands for free. Let's get right into it, rapid fire. Item number 1, Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a good shirt from a store that is priced so high. Wheeler Mission. They feed people in need and they price their items super high. So they're not feeding many people. Every time I go in there, it's a ghost town. Anyways, if you're watching this Wheeler Mission, lower your prices. I'll come feed a lot of people. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. I still find a few things when I go in. Zip. This is definitely a vintage. Does that say made in the USA? Oh, it does. Made in the USA fleece. This will probably sell for right around $50. I paid $13 for it. Normally that would be $5.99 at my other thrift stores. It's cool. It's cool. I still found something from you. J.Crew blazer. I actually found, this is a J.Crew suit. There are pants that go to this somewhere in this pile. Here they are. There's right here. J.Crew suit. The reason I picked this up, it's been a while, I'll put these to the side. It's been a while since I picked up a suit from J.Crew. It's usually just a blazer. $10 for this, by the way. The reason I picked it up is because it's J.Crew Ludlow. J.Crew Ludlow is the better line of suits and blazers. They sell for more money, and oftentimes you can look on the inside and there is a good fabric that they use to make these suits or blazers. This will sell for right around $70. Again, it's been a minute since I found a suit by them. This next item is probably the best item out of everything here. By the way, we're going over men's, women's, vintage shoes, ties, jackets, swim trunks, short sleeve shirts, everything. Everything I found in the past like week and a half, 2 weeks, we're going over right now. And I didn't put a lot of doubles or anything like that in here. This is Purple brand. You might know if it's authentic or not. I think it is. I'm not familiar with these like street brand clothings, but street brand brands. $10 for this. Everything looked legit on it. They're like a faux leather cargo pocket pants. What I'm looking for are details. The inside rivets. Are the inside rivets plain or they have the logo of whatever brand? Diesel, Levi's even. These have that logo. The tag. Is the tag cheap? This is a nice tag. It's not a cheap tag. Everything, all the writing, everything is really crisp and crispy. Also, it's got like all this stuff on the inside pocket. So there's just a lot of detail in this. I don't know if they're fake or not. I know new they're around like $300, $250. I paid $10 for it. I rolled the dice and took the chance. Next item, I found this in the men's section. These are a pair of women's Duluth pants. When I find women Duluth, and normally a bigger size, this is a size 18, these sell pretty well if they are like either the nylon type or the really heavy canvas type. These are the cargo pockets, Duluth with the rivets. $5 for this, women's. These will probably sell for right around $20. By the way, buyer pays shipping for everything I'm showing you. I'm selling on eBay, I'm selling on Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, maybe soon to be Etsy. I'll talk about that later in the video. Judy blue jean, I'm still picking these up, $7.99. Not all of them, but most of them. These have the wider leg, which is in style right now, February 2025. Don't come at me if you're watching this in February or in October 2025. See, those don't sell for me anymore. I'm just talking about right now. And with your women's clothing, it goes in and out of style so quick. And you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this sweet jacket. It was $5.99, and if you've watched my previous volumes or videos, I always wear something that I found thrifting, and this thing is cool. Will I keep this? Doubt it. But it was $5.99. This is a cart. You're probably not going to find one of these where you live, but I live in Indy, and we had Indy cars and carts and racing, and this is just a jacket from, I don't know, a team or whatever. But it's vintage, made in the USA, $5.99. I'm going to pick it up. Prana, $5.99. I do not pick up all Prana. So if you're writing in a notebook right now, not all Prana. I pick up men's Prana shorts, pants, and heavier duty pieces. Men's. This is a Prana men's wool, like half button, quarter button hoodie, $5.99. This will sell for probably around like 25 bucks. Had to scoop it up. The best thing I did for my business in 2024 was cross-listing. If you're a reseller and you haven't considered cross-listing, you are missing out on money. Trust me, I was that guy for years. I waited and I was picky for the best one to come out, and that was Auto Posture. If you're not new to the channel, you know I talk about it all the time. Auto Posture is now called Nifty. All the great things that we are used to, just a new name, and it's added Etsy. Nifty's got the fastest cross-lister onto Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop, and now Etsy. It's gonna have your automation where it's gonna send out offers across all platforms to people while you're sleeping with your computer off. It's gonna delist and recreate your items so it keeps your store very fresh on all platforms. And on Poshmark, it's going to share your store thousands of times a day, your items thousands of times today, and it's gonna follow people. And one of my favorite things, it sends out offers on all platforms to anybody that's interested in your items. If you're using the cross-lister on Nifty, you also have analytics. Analytics will import all your sales from all the platforms so you have your spreadsheet for the entire year right on that platform. That means you have your spreadsheet for the entire year right in one place. In one place on Nifty, you have your cross-lister, your automation tool, and your spreadsheet for the year. Also, the question I get asked so often, does it delist your items? Yes, it has automatic sales detection. If your item sells on another platform, no worries. Nifty will auto sales detect that and delist it across all other platforms so your items don't sell twice. If you're interested in Nifty, I have a 7-day free trial and 15% off your first month with the link in the description below. Plus, I made a video to show you just how cool it is. Let's get back to the haul. 2 North Face items. We'll talk about them right now. Our Goodwills have been pricing most North Face at $14.99. I might have mentioned this in previous videos. Goodwill, totally cool with that. You do you. So they're pricing t-shirts at $14.99 and stuff like I'm about to show you at $14.99. These were $5, so they didn't price these up. Men's joggers, they're the newer label, newer tag, flash dry, and they had this special thing on the better tech wear. So anytime you find clothing that's a good brand with like an extra writing on it, it's always good. I'll show you in this next one. $5, probably in about 20, 25. $14.99. Okay, Goodwill, you want to price up your down jackets from North Face for $14.99? Please, I'll buy every single one you have. So call me. You know my number. Here we go, or at least you know my social media now. $15 for this. And it's a women's down jacket, 800 fill pro. 800 fill is better than like a 550. The higher the fill, the higher the number, usually the more money it will command. Should we do some shoes? Let's talk about something that you probably wouldn't have picked up. Let's talk about this Jose Banks tie. Yeah, Jose Banks tie. You're like, what? Right? Don't write that down. Listen, the only reason I bought this is because Heart Pickers, what's up, Heart Pickers? I used to watch him when I first started in 2016. He was someone I watched videos that he did like this and talked about different brands. That's how I learned all my high-end brands from that guy. I will always give credit where credit's due. Jose Banks, he recently put this on his Instagram showing that he sells this brand in certain patterns and stuff. I'm like, I'll give it a shot. $1.99, Jose Banks, but it's new with tags and it's a paisley print. So paisley is usually good with ties. And for $2, I'm not going to lose. I batch all my ties together. I'll put this with the other 50 I have to take pictures of. I take 3 pictures per tie in a little light box that you can get for cheap. And $1, probably an 18 bucks. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Pair of Silver Tab jeans. You'll see this Silver Tab. This is a little bit newer. The ones from the 90s do better. There's the little logo right there. Silver Tab jeans. These you can see on the code. If you look at the jeans on Levi's, you will date them. These are from 2001, $7.99. These will sell for right around $40, $50, my guess. Women, I told you it's rapid fire. So you can always go back and rewatch this. Women's Vuori. Vuori is probably the best unisex, make it for women and men brand for athletic gear right now that I resell. $3.99 for these. They just rolled the card out. I saw these strings right there. Vuori, I know these strings. It's the details. When you're doing this a while, you just know the details. You can pick it out really quickly. And then I found the little logo. I couldn't even find it for a while. Right there on the back. $3.99. I've never found the shorts before. Doesn't mean like anything special. I just have never found them, so I don't know how much exactly they go for. I still will probably go for around 30. Roan pants. Roan pants. The traveler type pants, the ones that are like the Lululemon and stretchy. We'll probably talk about a few different kinds here. Roan, I picked these up for $5. I resell these for around $22 to $30. Roan's come down a little bit. Vuori's at the top, Roan's at the bottom as far as the brands I pick up. Lululemon's right in the middle. LL Bean is done really well for me this year. This is a lamb's wool cardigan. The leather buttons do the best. The thinner wool cardigans do the worst, but I still pick them up. This is right in the middle. This is probably like a $50, $45 cardigan. Paid $5 for it. Looking for LL Bean wool cardigans with the buttons. Really good. I'm tall and it's got this tight little, tight. All right. Nutmeg, I think made in the USA. Probably. I don't even know. Look, I don't even know where it's at. But this is vintage. 49ers, no crackling either. Really good condition. Minty mint. $5. Again, I'm still getting vintage clothing. I trade a lot with my buddy, so I'll probably trade that with him. And then jeans, Levi's. Questions I get asked all the time, which we'll talk about in here. Ralph Lauren stuff and Levi's. Which Levi's do I pick up? That's why you watch these videos. I talk about it. 560s. I pick up 560s. A lot of them are made in the USA. This one dates from 01. $7.99 is what I pay for jeans. 560s are in style right now. Like I say, they have that balloon fit, really wide here, and then they kind of taper down a little bit. These are popular right now. 33.30 is a good size. Probably don't measure that, but good size. Those will sell for around $30 online. A pair of LL Bean flannel lined, and I don't think I've ever found, it's like waffle flannel. Usually it's like a plaid flannel. These are newer. It's got the newer label, little leather patch on the back. $7.99 again. I always take a picture. I roll the cuff up like that when I take a picture. $7.99. These sell for $29, $30. Like from fall until the flowers come up, those sell really, really well. This is a Marble Unlimited. You'll see all sorts of stuff like bags and little billfolds and jackets and pants and all sorts of stuff from this brand. I picked some of it up, not all of it. Corduroy did really well for me this year. So I'm going to continue to pick up Corduroy. This has the two chest button pockets. Yeah. Quarter zip, $5. It's missing its little dongle, but it's vintage. Not that big a deal. I didn't look this up, but I'm guessing over $20, $5 into over 20. Last video, I had two sweaters similar to this. Both of them sold, like within a week of me listing them. And remember, I list stuff to sell. I don't list stuff to sit. So when I'm saying something will sell for 30, a lot of people probably have it at like 35 or 40. I'm listing mine at 30 because my buy cost is pretty low. I'm trying to move my product. Gap, that sounds like I sell more than just clothing, but I'm trying to move my product. I don't sell more than just clothing. Gap 3XL. This is a wool. This is what's selling really well. These fisherman knit, fisherman core, whatever you want to call them, especially if they're wool. This is a full zip cardigan, 3XL. How much did I pay for this one? Oh, this came from that Wheeler Mission 2, $8.99. Gap. Normally I don't pick up Gap or this next brand, but there are some instances I do, like that. Like the suit that I just showed you. These are J.Crew jeans. The J.Crew jeans that I pick up for men have to have, unless they're new with tags, on the inside pocket, that Japanese denim. They have that Japanese denim. I'm picking them up. $7.99. These sell for around $27.99 every time for me. Bread and butter. This is how I do my math. Okay, for my business. These are Under Armour quarter zip shirts. They're $5 a piece. I sell them for 18 bucks. Not really great, right? I'm making about an $8 to $10 profit per item after all said and done. But if you think about it, it takes me 30 seconds to take photos of this. Then I can sell similar of the ones that I've sold before or currently have listed. Another 30 seconds. So a minute total to list these two for $10 profit. That's $600 an hour. When I was a teacher, I didn't even get close to that in a day. So that's the way I look at it. I can list those over and over and over again, and they make good money, just like the Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. So I don't pick up Under Armour regular Polo shirts, but I do pick up the quarter zips because they sell. This again is that fisherman core. This is vintage Lord Jeff, made in the USA. The back doesn't have it, which isn't as good, and it's cotton, which is not as good as wool. But I did look up this exact comp. They had one just like it for $40 that sold. $5, so 5 into 40. Pick that up all day long. Ooh, again, 560s. I find 560s more often than other jeans from Levi's that I pick up. Like Silver Tab, I barely ever find those. These were $10, but I paid up for these a little bit because these sell for around 40. Why? Because they're a black wash. 560 black wash, and I believe these were earlier. Yeah, these are made in 97, so these are made in the USA. Black wash Levi's sell better than blue for the most part in vintage styles. Write that down. Next item, Ted Baker. Not a brand I pick up a whole lot, but I will pick up these quarter zip sweaters, or if I find a wool sweater or something for $5. This is like unworn condition. I honestly don't know if this has ever been worn. I'm going to list it as previously enjoyed or used or whatever. But yeah, really good condition. That's going to probably sell for around $24, something like that. And then I also, like I said, corduroy. Corduroy is doing really well. Orange, probably a fall color. So 6 months from now, but that's okay. Still going to list them. Vineyard Vines. I don't pick up a ton of Vineyard Vines, but corduroy, orange, unique, $5. Going to snag those. $18 or over is probably what I'm going to list those for. Probably in the 20s for sure. Boy Scouts of America. If I find Boy Scout, these convertible, so if you can zip off at the knees, they're convertible fit pants, I will snag these every time for $5. They sell between $18.99 and like sometimes $30 if they're like a bigger size. Here's a pair of pants probably most people passed up on in the thrift store because they price these up. They were $19.99, $20. But certain Rock Revivals are worth to pick up at $20. These are really heavy, thick stitch with the flat pocket. These are all things I'm putting in my item title. Thick stitch, flat pockets. I'm not putting this, but all the rivets are there. It's a good size 34. I sold one recently, very, very similar to those for $74.99 or $79.99. So, automatically getting those. Not all Rock Revival are worth picking up for $20. For $7, pretty much all of them are. $5, new with tags. I wouldn't have picked these up if they weren't new with tags. I know Vineyard Vines used to be a pickup no matter what. Definitely not the case anymore. Maybe like pre-pandemic they were. American Eagle. I don't pick up a ton of American Eagle, but you are going to see two things here from American Eagle. Again, don't at me, but this is a really thick like work jacket. Flannel lines, 2XL. It was $10. These comped out at around $40, $45 on eBay. I definitely comped this out just because with American Eagle, you really don't know. More often than not, it's not worth picking up. This next item, be proud of me. Be proud of me. Listen, in 2024, two things. Started using Autoposher, which is now Nifty. You'll hear about it. Nifty, which increased my sales by a ton. And then I also started learning more women's brands. So I wanted to be able to go to a new cart that they rolled out and know most of the brands on that cart, be able to make the most money I can. $5, they rolled this out, and I know I'm like playing with it. This is a cardigan, and check out these buttons. At first, so these are like a clam or oyster or whatever. I don't know what those are. At first, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna button these up, and the hole. Hey, now don't get nasty with me. The hole is too small. It won't fit. It will not fit. No matter what you do, it will not fit. So I'm like, oh dang, someone probably put these on there. They're not authentic. On the back of them, they had this other little button. Who would have thought? Not me. I figured that out later, like at home, while I was trying to button these earlier. And the brand, you want to know it, is Amy Brill. Amy Brill. And this is just cotton. Nothing special. When I first saw it, I'm like, it's a Coogee. It wasn't a Coogee. But that's still a good sweater, worth picking up. I did not find one just like that either. That one's more special than the rest. Just saying. This is also a brand right here, just like that Ted Baker that I don't pick up much of, but this was a Tech Murano wool by Mack Weldon. Again, I don't pick up most of Mack Weldon stuff. This one's just special, quarter zip, wool, tech, $5, and it smells like cologne. I need to find what that dude smells like because it smells good, or whatever cologne he used. Listen, Just a cologne. I want to know what cologne you use because it smells good. That's it. Untuckit. Untuckit is a brand that I'm not really picking up too much anymore. Basically, this is what you need to know for Untuckit. Nylon polyester blend, I'm picking up. Really big sizes, I'm picking up. And I'm picking up flannels. If this was cotton, I would not have picked it up. This will sell for around $20. It was $5. Because it's polyester nylon, it's stretchy. Cool. Cool is not as cool as it used to be honest. Cool, this shirt used to be like 35 bucks all day long. Now this is probably like it's like $23 maybe for me, especially just a short sleeve like this. But I picked it up. It was $5 at a mom and pop thrift store. Picked it up again, 20 bucks. I'll do that all day, every day. Mizuno. Mizuno makes a lot of sporting equipment. Golf, volleyball, other stuff. But this is a golf jacket for $5.99. And there was a couple things on this that I were able to look up. Actually, one of the main things is pretty much this. Mizuno and Permalite technology. So that's what I looked up. And this jacket came up. And they only had one listed for $100 in used condition. I don't expect to get that out of this. Maybe 50. I'll be happy with 40. And on the back of it, it has this, like, I don't know, might say Mizuno in like Asian writing, but yeah, full zip, $5.99, definitely worth the pickup. I don't pick up a ton from that brand, so make sure you do your due diligence and comp it out. Check this out. Any of these center swoosh vintage Y2K Nikes, this has got that silver tab. Good. I even paid up. I paid $10 for this guy. It's got the jersey knit outside, and then on the inside, it's got like your cotton shirt. So pick this up, $10. Kind of pricey, but the center swoosh is what's going to sell it. Probably trade that with my buddy. Let's do some pants. Let's do some pants. I also have some shoes too, but let's do some pants. Let's talk about all the Arcteryx pants. I don't want to get you. I never find out. I don't either. Arcteryx shorts. I found 3 pairs of them for $3.99. You're going to look for that tag, and you're going to look for the skeleton dude. That's what you're going to look for with Arcteryx. $3.99. I don't even need to comp these. You find that little dude for cheap. I don't care even the condition. You just throw it in your cart and you walk away. Those will probably sell for 30 bucks or something. I didn't even comp them out. 511 Tactical. Good brand. Bread and butter brand. I don't buy everything from them, but this is a pearl snap. So again, do your due diligence. This is a pearl snap. Has a concealed pocket. It's tactical, remember. It's worth it. $5 and probably like 20 something bucks. Found some swim trunks, which is great. With summer coming just around the corner, these are Robert Graham. This thrift store actually priced the swim trunks how they have been pricing them in the past. A lot of them have been pricing them up at $3.99, which isn't a deal breaker, but $1.99 is just so good. $2, that is so good. This is called Saved Money is Made Money. This is a Vineyard Vines, paid up for this one. Vineyard Vines, polyester, $5, but it's for my son. So instead of spending $25, that was $5. It's like perfect condition. So sometimes you got to do that, right? Peter Millar pants. These were on the rack. I found 2 of these. There's another one down there. Peter Millar pants with the little logo here. These are 100% polyester, like trousers. These will sell for around $30. I don't know why people pass these up all the time. Be that person like me who doesn't. Or be the person that passes them up if you live in the Indianapolis area. Totally fine with that. Another one of those Arcteryx shorts, but new with tags. $3.99. Don't at me. Polo Ralph Lauren. This is something I've been starting to pick up now because it's like a trial. I'm always testing things out with this business. I'm always saying, okay, I see this often. Let me look up comps. Comps look pretty good. I'm going to start trying to see if I can sell that. Or someone might say something like on a video like this, like, let me try that. These were $5. These should have been $7.99 to be honest, because they're like a denim material. Polo Ralph Lauren jeans with, this is like a olive green or military green. Really nice. I've been selling these for right around $25, $27 in blue. We'll give those a shot for $5. Worth it all day long. Duluth Trading. You guys know I love picking these pants up. $5. Not all Duluth, but these flex cargo, they have to have the rivets, they have to have the cargo pockets, and they have to feel like that really heavy duty fire hose because that's what they're called. Flex fire hose pants. These are a pair of Lululemon. Lululemon, these would have been $50 resale value. Now they're like 30. It's just the way it is. It's the ebbs and flows of the business. If you find Vuori, which wasn't around when these were $50, Vuori sells for $50. It's just the name of the game. So a lot of times with Lululemon, see the button, you just flip it over and it'll have the Lululemon symbol right there. That's usually how I find it. This one had a hang tag. $5 into probably around 30-ish. Similar to Lululemon pants, all these tech pants, these are the public rec. So you have your little P right there. And when you look at the waistband on the inside, a lot of times you're not going to see anything. They'll almost look like a Sheen pair of pants with that little cheap looking tag. But there's your public rec tag right there. $5. Those will sell for around 30 also. Very, very picky with this brand, Eaton. Eaton is an expensive retail brand. It used to sell for really good money. I used to pick all of them up. I picked this one up because it was plain white, no stains or anything, $5. Plain white shirts always do really well. I just sold 2 Brooks Brothers plain white shirts. I normally don't pick up Brooks Brothers shirts. One thing you want to be on the lookout with Eaton, you want to make sure all the buttons are not cracked. For some reason, this brand, the buttons crack all the time. You wouldn't think that of a brand that's expensive. But the buttons crack a lot, so make sure when you find Eaton out there, and if it's one that you comped and you look up and it's worth it, my buy cost is $5, this white one's worth it. Are the buttons cracked? The buttons are cracked, obviously leave it behind. FootJoy. I don't pick up many FootJoy polos. I'm picking up all over print FootJoy polos. I'm picking them up for $5. So all over print, $5 or less, I'm picking those up. Those are $18.99 to $20.99, something like that. Barefoot Dreams. Shout out Kayla from the K-Way shop. Barefoot Dreams. This is like a hoodie, long sleeve, and it was $1.99. I know, right? I don't know if they just thought it was a jammy or whatever, jammy. I don't know. $1.99. Swoop. Take that. Probably 25 bucks. I don't sell a ton of those because I don't find a ton of them. This again, American Eagle. I don't buy a lot from American Eagle, but I do buy some. This is a pea coat with those navel buttons. Has a little anchor on there. This is wool. It's herringbone. For $10, pick up. I comped this out right around $40 or $50 sold. Obviously, I'm going to pick that up for $10. Here's those other Peter Millar pants. Again, I don't know why. Did these say anything on it? Peter Millar wicking. Leave them behind for me, please. Orvis. Orvis is a brand you have to be careful with. Orvis is sold now at Costco. So be careful. I'm looking for heavy duty, vintage, or trout bum. If you see the trout bum, those are not at Costco, at least right now. They're not. And this is $5. So $5 for this Orvis. It's like a polyester feel. These always sell quickly when I price them for around $18.99, $19.99, something like that. David Donahue. I don't pick up a lot of David Donahue. Actually, this is like the second piece I've picked up maybe ever, but it was new with tags. It was linen, and it was $5. That's why I picked it up. The other David Donahue I picked up was a full suit. It was a size 40, like a 52 or 54 US, really big suit. That's why I picked it up, and it had a special blend fabric. Sold for like $60 or $70. And I picked that one up because it's linen, new with tags. Normally, it's not a brand I pick up. Polo Ralph Lauren. The brand everyone asks me about all the time. Is it fake? Is it real? Most of the time, they're fake. Like more than 99% of the time, Ralph Lauren is real. I mean, 99% of the time or more, they're real. But they're like, they don't sell for me. Be more particular, right? This is a gingham check. Gingham check shirt, $5. The picnic table looking shirt, like the picnic table, what do you call that? Like the blanket they put over it? Like table cover, whatever. $5. Whatever color you find it in, good. These sell for me often for $21.99. I think I priced all my gingham check ones at $21.99. Feel free to undercut me and make that sale. Here's Polo Ralph Lauren, another one. Cotton stretch. This will be an $18.99 one. I just trial and error. I see which ones sell for a little bit more, which ones sell for a little bit less. $5, mom and pop. This is an $18.99 one. That one's a few dollars more because that gingham check is more desirable. Under Armour. Again, I said I don't pick up the polos. They have to be something special. New with tags. I picked that up for $5. But this one has a Notre Dame basketball court on it. And Notre Dame is very popular around the country. I find quite a bit of it here in Indiana. $5 new with tags, a no-brainer. I don't know what it's going to go for. Maybe 30 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. Frye. Let's do Frye. Let's transition Frye boots, clothing, into shoes. Okay, Frye. Frye is a brand that most people know about boots and shoes for men and women. But I guess they make wool sweaters too. $5 for this men's Frye wool sweater. I actually didn't comp it out. Don't at me. Don't be mad. I just think it was probably a good buy. For $5, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. A pair of, shoes. Okay. These are Allen Edmond Stanford shoes, a dark brown. Allen Edmond Stanford shoes. These were $10.99 or $10, maybe $9.99. They were $10. They're written on the bottom. I just leave that there, by the way. And $10 for these Allen Edmonds. I always look up the model whenever I pick these up, just to make sure they are worth picking up for $10. These sell for around $40 to $50. They actually had two different styles or two different colorways. They had that dark brown and then this light brown. I guess $9.99 is how much they were. $9.99. And yeah, these are in even a little bit better condition. The bottoms, if you find a pair of dress shoes that are really, really good, don't worry too much about the bottoms. A shoe cobbler can fix these. You can either have it or the person can have them fixed, resold for cheap. So if it's a good shoe, the tops are really good, you'll be all right. Polo Ralph Lauren. You'll see a lot of shoes. Ross, Polo Ralph Lauren, Polo Sport at Ross. These are not your ordinary Polo Ralph Lauren shoes. These are like made in England, I think, and they... no, they're not made in England. Polo Ralph Lauren in their leather Oxford shoes. They got that wingtip, good tread on the bottom. Lauren Ralph Lauren leather shoes like this I pick up, and those were like $10 again. Gonna sell those for probably around like 40, something like that. Let's talk about J.Crew and Made in England. These, I know people passed. These were just sitting on the rack. I know people passed up on these. Like, didn't even look at these. They're made in England, which caught my attention right away. When I saw Made in England, caught my attention. Look how much they were. Ooh, look away. $35. I rarely spend that much on shoes, but guess what? I'll do it all day long if they're worth it. These are made by a company that I can't pronounce. Alfred Siegel, something like that. I don't know. Sargent. Look up J.Crew shoes, men's, and these will come up. These are like $280 brand new, really good condition. They probably go good with that suit. I paid $35, hoping to get around 100, like 90 to 100, 35 and a 90 or 100 all day long. Give it to me. Give it to me all day. These are Nike, and what caught my attention with these, right there on the side, boom, Gore-Tex Nike. So these are like what you'd run in the rain to keep your feet not wet, dry. And these are in really good condition. Look at the tread, everything. I did pay up $20 for these. Comp them out. If you're new to reselling on Nike, anything newer, shoes, clothing, there is a 6-digit code with a dash followed by 3 more digits. If you type that in, you'll find the exact item. Comp these out on eBay. They should sell for around $70. Again, 20 and 70. I'll do that all day long. LL Bean's been really good for me this year. If it's a substantial piece, this is a good piece. I sold one like this. It's got this special blend, the special fabric right there. And this piece looks like it's a worn out wool, but that's kind of the way it's supposed to look. Does it say washed wool or something, right? Fabric made in Italy. I don't know. $7.99 for this. I did comp this one out because it was a small. I just wanted to make sure. And it sells for right around like $40. That wool, that special fabric, those can sell if you find the right item up to $100. So make sure you're looking out for that fabric. These are Relwyn shorts. I found these with the Arcteryx. Relwyn, if you find that little flying dude right there, Relwyn, you found a little bit of money. You're flying into some money. $4 for those. Again, when I find Relwyn for $4 or $5, as long as it's in good condition or decent condition, I'm picking it up. Those will probably sell for $25. But that's a brand you want to write down. Ralph Lauren. Here we go. We're going to talk about blazers right now. Ralph Lauren, Ralph Lauren, all the above. Let's talk about it. You're going to see Ralph Lauren black labels, green labels and blue labels. And they're going to say Lauren, Ralph Lauren. Not desirable. I pass over almost all of them, except this. Again, Lauren, Ralph Lauren. Polo Ralph Lauren is different. Lauren, Ralph Lauren. I'm picking up the gold button blazers. They're usually a green tag. Gold button blazers, good condition. I sell those for around 40 and paying less than 10. I also pick up really big sizes that have a good fabric to them. This is a size 52L in American. So in Italy or European, this would be a 62. This is a 52. Silk and wool, $7.99. This will sell for right around $50. So we're looking for me, the good blend on those, the bigger good blends, and then the gold button. That's what I'm looking for with Lauren Ralph Lauren. People message me all the time. Lauren Ralph Lauren, no. Rule of thumb, if you see something often, it's probably not a pickup. If you see something often, it's all over eBay. They made a lot of it. $5 for this brand right here. I've only sold this one time before. I'm trying to get better with my women's clothing, remember? This is called Arata Silent Journey. Ariata, I don't know, whatever. It's got like that needlepoint floral look. I don't know, flowy dress, flowy. I'll definitely have to Google lens this or something. $5. Picked it up. The one I sold from this before was like a little skirt. It sold for around 30 or 40. I'm guessing that will do well too. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Lilly Pulitzer. Definitely a bolo if you haven't learned this brand yet. These are supposedly even hot right now, still like Lilly Pulitzer in the South, the college towns, all that sort of stuff. This is not as desirable. It's a half zip pullover. I'm looking more for like the dresses, the flowy, the silk, the beach attire. But for $5, this will probably sell for around 20. Ooh, love this shirt. Love this shirt. Polo Ralph Lauren. I did pay up for, there's a thrift store near me. Charges $10 for all their Polo Ralph Lauren. Cool. You do you. I'll come in and buy your best. Fine with that. Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a corduroy with a chest pocket that is tartan plaid. And it's got tartan plaid on the back. I think it's tartan plaid. $10 corduroy. This will sell for $30 or more. I'll pick that up all day long. Have at it with your $10 polos. I'll go to the other ones, get them for $5, but I'll pick up your best for $10. We got a couple Harris Tweed jackets here. Let's talk about them. Harris Tweed. I'll show you we talk about these almost all the time. Harris, I'm going to mention them all the time. Harris Tweed, definitely you want to pick up for the right price. Under $10, jackets like this, blazers like this, hats, I've seen vests, all that sort of stuff. $7.99. What surprisingly ups the value with these is if they have a brand that's known. Even though this is not the best brand, lands in. If it's a known brand, because most of these aren't branded. They're made at a tailor nearby with Harris Tweed fabric. But this is lands in using their fabric. That ups the value. So instead of a sub 40 or sub 50 blazer, this is a more than $50 blazer because it has that. Same with this one. This one right here is a Jose Banks. So it's got your Harris Tweed, and it's got your Jose Banks. And this is vintage. And Harris Tweed usually always has your little leather buttons. But Jose Banks, again, not something I normally pick up, but that will help the value of that Harris Tweed. If you find a Brooks Brothers Harris Tweed, way, way better. Polo Ralph Lauren, I knew right when this rolled out. These are just classic. They're called the Harrington. I guess on eBay you're not allowed to put that anymore. I've sold them plenty. I've only used that word. Might have to change it up. Polo Ralph Lauren Harrington, you got that little liner on the inside. $5.99 for this. Please give these to me all day long. I'll take them. Appreciate it. Next item, ooh, Icebreaker. Icebreaker is a good brand to be on the lookout for. So we're talking wool. We're talking base layer wool. We want Icebreaker, Ibex, and Smart Wool. Those are really good ones. Ibex being my favorite, but I'll take any of them. For $5, for sure. Even the flawed ones do well. This one's not flawed. Icebreaker, $5. That's $25, $30. Easy, all day long. This is a would ya. This is a would you. This is a $5 Lululemon with NFL Player Association logo on it. 2XL with a hang tag, and, not that you need to write this down, an At Ease hoodie. This is an At Ease hoodie. These are the best Lululemon hoodies. I wear them. They're the best. They're like the most comfortable hoodies by Lululemon. New with tags for $5. So Probably you're like, I wouldn't at first, but now that it's new with tags for $5, I'm rolling the dice on that. I think that'll sell for $30, maybe more. I don't know, but it is worth it. I'm definitely gonna make money on it for sure. Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve polos like this do well. Like your regular Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, but long sleeve. This is thin. This is not the rugby. I still put rugby in the item title. $5. This will sell for right around 30. The rugby ones that are thicker up here, thicker right here, like extra padding and on the elbows, they'll sell for around 50. That one will sell for around like 30, mid-20s, 30. Buttercloth is a decent brand. I don't know if I've ever found a polo by Buttercloth, but this is a 3XL and it's black. Black and white are just, they always do better. They always do better than just other colors. Buttercloth, $5. I'm usually buying these in button-ups. The button-ups sell, the shirts, long sleeve button-up shirts sell for around like $22. I didn't even count that out, I know. For $5, 3XL black, minty mint condition. I snagged it. I gotta have stuff to list. Public Rec shirt, never found one. This didn't come out that great. It's like $18 to $20, I believe. Got a little Public Rec there. $5, my hand was on it. I thought, pick it up, make that money. These are a Robert Graham, another pair of Robert Graham swim trunks for $2. Good pickup. And these are Peter Millar swim trunks. I always know Peter Millar swim trunks because they usually have these metal little dongles here, and also on the back you'll see the little Peter Millar crown. These were $1.99 with those skulls. Probably sell for around $15 to $20. Again, keep that buy cost low and you'll do well. I want to make sure I had all that. New brand to me. Every time you watch one of these videos, there's probably going to be a new brand to you because there's always new brands to me. I'm always finding new brands. But before I find that brand, another Polo Ralph Lauren that I found, this is a waffle crew neck, and it was $5. Sell that for around 20. Companion jeans. These are with those purple brand jeans or pants. So I figured, let me look those up too. So they were both next to each other, and this is an expensive pair of jeans. I saw that. I'm like, well, that's interesting. And then I saw this. Yep. That gave me away. This is a salvaged denim, and it's green. You don't see green very often. That doesn't mean it's rare. Usually it's always red stitching. You lift up the bottom hem to double check everything. It's salvaged denim. Green stitching, again, I don't see that very often. And this brand right here is called, again, Companion. Really heavy. Really heavy jean. $7.99, or I paid $10 for this. What? How could I pay $2 more for some salvaged denim? These will sell for over $50. I'm not sure what they comp out at because I forget. But I know they sell for more than 50. Almost all salvaged denim sells for more than 50. Check this bad boy out. 3XL corduroy Polo Ralph Lauren blazer. I mean, it does get better, but does it get any better? I don't know. But 3XL corduroy blazer, Polo Ralph Lauren. Again, corduroy is super hot right now. Even though we're going into spring and summer, I'm guessing corduroy is always good. So $8, 3XL. This will sell for over $50. Again, I'm paying $8 for all my blazers. Thanks for being here. I hope you learned some new brands. Check out the previous auto posture, now called Nifty video that I made. If you want to start a cross-lister this year, free trial, 50% off like I talked about earlier. I will see you in the next one.